Okay, now we're going to be looking at drawing lens diagrams. So if you haven't done this in class, you need to be drawing your lines up. They need to be, for you, for the model, you need to go to, for the first one, 0.5 centimeters from 2F, and your line needs to be 1.5 centimeters high. They all want to be 1.5 centimeters high. For the second one, you need to go to F and do another half a centimetre past F and draw another line 1.5 centimetres high. For the bottom ones, you want to go for number 1, you want to go half a centimetre past F, and for number 2 you want to draw a line at 2F, and again both of those want to be 1.5 centimetres high. This one I'm doing is double the size of yours, okay, just in case you're a bit confused about the measurements. But it should work exactly the same because I've doubled everything. Right, so when we're drawing these, two rules we need to think about are that all the lines focus at F, and if it goes directly through the centre of the lens, it goes as a straight line. Okay. Now, first thing you need to look at when you're looking at these, what type of lens is it? So here we've got a convex lens, and here a concave. So that's going to tell us that this one's going to converge, and this one's going to diverge. Okay? Right. So first line we should always be drawing is from the top of our line, and we're going to go straight through the middle, because that's always going to be a line that's going to be drawn. So you can always do that. You can go as far back as you want, as far forward as you want. The second thing you're going to draw, you're going to go straight across, parallel to the principal axes, to the vertical axis, and then that's going to focus through the focal point. Okay, so I'm going to draw a line there. Now don't stop when you think you've hit the other line. Keep going, just do it all the way down. And that'll give you a better picture of where they actually cross over, rather than you just going, oh, I think it's about there. Right, once we've got that, we can then draw our image as an arrow there, okay, and we can start looking at that. So, 3 things we need to do when talking about the image. First thing, is it real or is it virtual? So for this one, because it's on the other side of the lens, it is real. So number 1, it is real. Number 2, is it magnified, is it diminished? Well, you can measure them if you want. So again, yours will be twice the half the size of this, but 3 centimetres and about 1.5 centimetres. So it is diminished. And last thing, we're looking at, is it upright or is it inverted? So this is upright, this is not upright, it's the opposite. So it is inverted. Okay, on to the next one. So for a concave lens, the first line should be exactly the same. So you go from the top of there, straight through the middle. Your second line will actually also be the same. Okay, so we do a line across. Okay, and we can go through the focal point. So you can go through there, but because we know it's diverging, it's actually going to go through this focal point here. Okay, so it would go, so you'd put your line that up there, and it would go that way. Okay, so because it's diverging, we can see those lines are splitting apart, so they're never going to meet, they're never going to form an image on this side. But if we follow this back, I'm going to draw a dotted line here, going through this focal point, going all the way down. Now the dotted line shows that is a virtual light ray, that is not really there. Okay, and we can see a meeting point again just here, so I can draw my image there. Okay, and again I can start looking at that. So this time, because it's on the same side of the lens as the object was, so sorry, object, image, object, image, because it's on the same side as the object, it is going to be a virtual. image, it is clearly smaller, so it's going to be diminished. And it is the same way up, so it is upright. Okay, so again, 3 things we can say about that. Right, so for the bottom ones, just as a reminder, if you've not already done this in lesson, your first one needs to go to your focal point, go half a centimetre past it, and draw a line 1.5 centimetres up. And for your second one, you want to just draw a line 1.5 centimetres up directly above where 2f is, so 2 times the focal point. Okay, and that